Alright guys, in my fly tying room, might be a mess behind me, but oh well. But I'm going to go ahead and tie a orange, or a yellow dragonfly, sorry. This is the fly I used in my earlier video of smallmouth fly fishing. So we're going to go ahead and tie the tail in. Tie the tail in real good. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up a little bit so it's got that vertical. So it's a little bit higher than the rest of it. Go ahead and tie a couple times there. Come down a little bit. Tie a couple times there. Sorry about my finger being in the way, but make sure I got a hold of it pretty good. Spin it a couple times. She's pretty much in there pretty good. What we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and clip it. We don't want to be too close to the head because we're going to add your wings and all that. Grabs there. Trim a little bit more. There we go. Alright. What we'll do here is clench it down a little bit. There we go. Alright. What we're going to do is add a little soft X. You can see that. Got to latch it on there. Alright. What we're going to do here is we're going to tie our wing in. I'm just using like a cream deer tail. You don't want your wings to be too sparse, and you should try to thin it out a little bit. That way it looks almost the same on each side. What you do there is go this way and come back around. Pull that one back. All you're doing is pretty much straightening it out and lenching them down. About like that. That's the way I like to leave it. And then I add a little bit of flash. This is take out a couple. You're going to trim them up anyway, so it doesn't really matter how long they are. I like to actually leave the flash a little longer. That way, if you get into a predicament where it gets wet real quick, or you forgot to add floating or anything like that, it's like it's almost suspended, and they can really see that flash of the wing, top of the wing. So what I do here is I do about the length of the wing. I just cut off past the wing, and then if you got any extra left, I got a little bit of extra left, I'll go on the back side of it and put that down too, and that's about the same length. So I mean, you're going to use it twice. So I mean, if you have a little extra in there with it, it's not that big of a deal, because you're going to use it again. Spread it out a little bit, almost like comb it into your deer tail. Then go ahead and dub it in. I just use rabbit for my dubbing. I'm going to use a little bit of Tiger Fire, Fire Tiger, whatever you want to call it. But that's what I'm going to use. Strip some off. Nice glob. Dub it on. just spin it onto your thread. Sometimes I wet my fingers. Sometimes she goes on pretty good, so go ahead and dub it in, go around it. Right now here what you're doing is you're creating the bulkiness, because of what you're going to do after this is add on another set of yellow styrofoam. What we're going to do is cut your body slash head out. Something like that, about like that. What I do is I poke a hole in it with my scissors right in the middle. And then I slip it on to my hook, just like that. Take your thread, bring it back. Do is, looks like the bottom's a little bit longer than the top. Let's trim off that, like that. Bring it like that. Just gonna pinch it all together right there. And you gotta remember you did dub it, so it's gonna make it a little bit bigger. Which is, I like a big head on my dragonflies. That way it floats and stays suspended on top. It helps out. Go ahead and wrap that in. It's yellow, so it's going to be really visible. Go ahead and use what dubbing rabbit strip dubbing you have left to add around. Give it a little bit of and then what I like to do is, and I don't know if a lot of people do it, but I do it on my dragonflies, is this is your legs, just a tan feather. Go ahead and snap her off, pull a little bit out, put it right where you put that dubbing at, lynch the dubbing down and your feather down, pull a little tight towards you, it's going to lock her in. And then go ahead and just wrap your feather. It's going to act like legs and going to give your fly a lot of buoyancy, because I've noticed that you might get some flash in there with your feather, but hey, once you cut it, it's going to be, go ahead and pick it all out a little bit. Go ahead and do on both sides of your feather. This. It's going to lynch your feather down. Straighten everything up. Go ahead and move your thread to the front. You want to go under, so that way you're not, if you like to view it, push it back. Go ahead and start your whip finish. It's going to lynch everything down, and go ahead and just pull her tight. Pull her all the way down. What I like to do is leave thread on so I know it's there. Flip it upside down. And I like to add a little bit of Soft-X again. It's my favorite thing to use. I know it's head cement and all that good stuff. I've used it, but what this does is it makes it to where it doesn't really, it just hardens and stays pretty tight. So I go ahead and cut off the tag of your feather, cut off your line, or your thread, sorry, and that's the yellow dragonfly. Thank you, and tight lines.